Hello all. You know that prestigiously we started Mission Mains 2025, in which the 7 faculties will be rapidly doing polity, economy, history, geography, internal security, as well as environment, science and technology, and society and social justice. In this all GS 1, 2, 3, 4, I am going to deal with the Indian society of GS 1 and social justice of GS 2. This is a demo class, means how I am going to deal my Indian society and social justice. I am going to explain in this particular demo class 1. So see, we know that the topics are salient features of Indian society, diversity of India, role of women in women organization, population issues, poverty issues, developmental issues, urbanization issues, effects of globalization on Indian society, social empowerment, SC, ST, OBC, and communalism, women issues, child issues. These all topics I will be doing in a very rapidly, that too within the 10 hours. 5 lectures I will be completing all the topics and will be provided with crisp notes, so that the ready-made notes will be available with you. And what are the PYQs asked? For example, why is India is considered as a subcontinent? Elaborate your answer. Yes, unity in diversity. Is because of unity in diversity. It is because of geography. It is because of language. It is because of terrain. It is because of religion. It is because of caste. It is because of so many factors are responsible to call India the subcontinent. That examine the uniqueness of tribal knowledge systems when compared with mainstream. So what is the difference between traditional knowledge of tribes and what is the mainstream knowledge? How the traditional knowledge is getting impacted because of mainstream knowledge? And the question is on gig economy. What is the gig economy? How the gig economy is playing major role? That also we will be discussing in this particular session. Gig economy, now everything is gig economy. Main objectives of population education and point the measures to achieve the population control measures in India. What is cryptocurrency? How does it affect global society? So cryptocurrency from the point of view of global society, what was the PYQ? Indian society maintain continuity in traditional social values and also be modernized. So these are the PYQs which were been asked in UPSC examination. So based upon the PYQ, I am giving you the content of Indian society and social justice in this particular mains mission 2025. So for example, see how many content already I made my content. So this is a society which I told you. So the next content will be on regionalism and demand for autonomy. The complete content will be provided here. Factors for regionalism, examples of regionalism, what are the examples of regionalism, and how to combat regionalism, and suggestions to have or to tackle regionalism. And in this way, to the point, PPTs are made with respect to regionalism. Similarly, salient features of Indian society. If you see, what are the salient features of Indian society in this? If you notice, so I am going to explain the society definition, sociological point of view and anthropological point of view only for the definition, and the characteristics of Indian society. What are the characteristics of Indian society? These many characteristics are there. Because of these characteristics, we can call India as a subcontinent. And this, you have to make one diagram. What are the religious percentages in India? Different forms of diversities which are available in India or which are present in India. Factors that threaten unity in diversity. What are the factors? So what are the solutions? The constitutional identity and the constitution itself is a solution. That also we will be doing in this particular session. Done. With this 4 to 5 slides, you will be understanding about society and Indian society. Similarly, another topic also I will be discussing, that is called as child labor. If I talk about child labor, how much you have to remember and what you have to remember also, I will be telling this. Child labor. So child labor definition and what are the percentages of child labor and what is the current trend with respect to census and national family health survey, the report, the facts, and where does the most child labor live in the world, and what are the causes of child labor, what are the causes of child labor, what are the consequences of child labor, and that child labor how we have to address constitutionally, legislatively, executively, judicially, civil society, and empowered citizenry. This many solutions are there, this many formats of solutions are there, this many dimensions of solutions are there in order to address the child labor. So constitutional safeguards I will be explaining in this particular session. Executive actions, what are the executive actions, what are the judicial actions, and what are the, this one if you talk legislative action, and civil society like Bachpan Bachao Andolan, as well as child rights and you, and what are the 2 international ratifications with respect to this also PYQ, ratification number 138 and ratification number 182, which is called as ILO conventions, and Gurupada Swami committee is also PYQ, and Operation Smile, Operation Muskan, mainly to address the child labor. In this way, I will be completing the child labor topic. Then I will be going to the next topic, which is called as, so in this, if you see, I discussed about salient features, status. I discussed about regionalism. I discussed about social issues. What are all the social issues there? And corruption. If I see in corruption, how I will be covering in this particular session. What is corruption? What is corruption? Corruption definition, internationally recognized organization, facts about corruption and reasons for corruption, consequences for corruption, how to address corruption, and what are the big causes of corruption, consequences of corruption, corruption scandals in India. There are corruption scandals in India and steps taken by the Indian government in order to address the scandals of corruption, anti-corruption laws in India, important committees and recommendations which were being constituted in order to fight against the corruption activities I will be giving you. Then role models who worked against the corruption, NGOs working against corruption, and the way forward. Finish. Conclusion. Corruption is a virus for nation. We must work on its prevention as a vaccine. We must work as a prevention as vaccine. Finish. This is corruption related topic we discussed. And the next is, so we discussed about corruption related, then role of women and women issues. What are role of women and women issues we will be discussing here. If you see social issues in this role of women, facts about, for every topic I will be giving this, facts about women, women issues, solutions for the women issues, trace the rise and evolution of women organization, types of women associations, women organizations, problem challenges faced by the women organizations, importance of women organizations. In this way, facts about women and some information like, for example, global wage report, what it told, and what is the sex ratio, what are the various women issues. See, so I made 12 women issues. So any issue on women, you will be in a position to address. For example, if it is women health issues, I had a flow chart. These are all the issues, health issues which are faced by women. And what is malnutrition, also biggest problem which is faced by women. Disorders associated with malnutrition, mainly focusing on women. And what are women health programs which are being made in order to address the problem. And women educational issues, what are the women educational issues, what are the solutions like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, and women economic issues at workplace, what are her problems, what are the statistics, what are the solutions, and there are some prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. Banwari Devi, a case study is there by corporate world. She is not allowed to grow above women issues in corporate world. Then solution, women political issues like Benazir Bhutto was been killed in Pakistan. So how there is a stereotype mentality, patriarchal mindset whereby the politics belongs to men but not to women. Hence, she is facing a lot of political issues. So, solutions for it, 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Act like Kutumbashree program, which is responsible for 50% of the sarpanch in Kerala are women. Women in society, generally women in society, what are the problems which they are facing? Women in public places, generally public places belongs to men, stereotype. So, what are the problems she is facing in public places? And women in families, domestic violence, specific problems and specific solutions. And women in defense also now very important. We have now the two women, the rising stars of India who participated in Operation Sindoor. So women in defense is expected question now. And what are the solutions for it? Women in sports, very common problem, which is women is not allowed into the sports. There are sexual pleasures which were being asked by the men coaches. So what are the issues faced by the women in sports? And women in art and science, why? Because science belongs to men and art belongs to women. This is a stereotype. Then how she should or how women should come out of the stereotype? And the solutions, rural women issues and tribal women issues, mainly in rural women issues. The biggest problem is child marriages are more in girl child marriages are more in rural areas, and tribal women issues. And conclusion, in this all women issues we will be discussing. So I made ready-made content for you so that your Indian society and social justice will become more easier. If you see here, if you notice this, if it is visible to you, what all I made, role of women and women organization, scheduled caste. So see how much content I made already. So role of women and women organization, SC and STs and their problems, LGBT community, criminalization of politics, women organization, skill development, minorities, communalism, disability, child labor, corruption, social issues, regionalism, salient features of Indian society. I made more. But I didn't forward. Why? Because it's a process. So hence, the complete Indian society and social justice will be taught by me. Within 10 lectures, I will be completing all to the point, and I will be giving you the content for you, those who are writing mains. Obviously, this particular program, Mission Mains, is going to help you. Yesterday, we have a lecture, a demo one by Bharat sir with respect to science and technology. Today, we have on Indian society. Thank you. All the best. Jai Hind.